Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. I'm Rama and I'm here to teach you how to speak Arabic. Before we get started, I'll be giving you a pronunciation guide to go along with. I think learning those letters and their sounds first will be more beneficial than just jumping straight to words and sentences. And you have to know that there is difference between the standard Arabic, which you see it in the books, and the spoken Arabic, which we use it every day. But that difference you will see it almost in the spelling, not in the meaning. So let's start. The first letter here is Alif or Hamza. It's like frozen A, and we use number 2 to represent it. This is an easy letter to pronounce because its sounds exist in English already, but it's used differently. Because in English, when A is used in the middle of a word, it acts as the accent to the preceding consonant. So it's the A sound in the hat or bat. But in Arabic, the Hamza produces the same sound that you would make when pronouncing only the letter A, as in the beginning of the word. Actually, it's the sound you make when you say the first part of the letter A alone in the word in at or about. And I will give you an Arabic example like Ya'is, which means desperate, but it's for male. So that's it. The second letter here is Ha, and use number 7 to represent it. And this is the hard H, because in Arabic we have another letter has a sound ha it's the letter ha, and I'll give you examples for ha, like the word ahmar, which means red, and the word haram, which means forbidden. And we have now the letter ain. It's a growling a. We use number 3 for it, and this is the equivalent of a very rough A, where the sound is produced in the throat. For example, we have the word Arab, which means Arabs, and Arabi, which means Arabic, and Ain, which means eye. The letter ta, it's a deep ta, and we use number 6. Now note that the ta it's not T. In Arabic, the ta is the equivalent of the T in English. The letter ta produces the same sound as T, but it's from the throat, a deeper sounding T, and not from the top of the tongue. For example, we have the name Tariq. It's Tariq, not Tariq. So there is a difference here. Now the letter Kha. For the letter Kha we use number 5, and this is a tricky one and a bit more difficult for English speakers because the sound does not exist in English. It does exist in German also, and if you have heard the German pronunciation of Munich, you would know the letter. There is no pleasant way to describe this, but imagine clearing your throat, and I have for you some examples like the name Khalid, it's an Arabic name, and khidma, which means service. Now the letter Qaf. It's a deep ka, and we use Q or number 8 for it. That sounds similar to ta, the deep ta. It's a deep sounding letter produced from the throat by trapping air, and not the top of a front of your mouth. The thin version, or the equivalent of an English K, is the kaf letter in Arabic. And for the examples, there is qarya, which means village, or qalam, which means pen. the letter غين is the same shape of عين, but it has a dot on the top of it. We use GH or 3 apostrophe for it, and this is a little tricky because but it's easy to master. Imagine the sound غر would make if you were to roll the R letters, and you would be very close. And we have examples, the word غريب, which means strange, or غرفة, which means room. The last letter for this video is the letter dot, and we use number 9 apostrophe or DH for it. This is similar to qaf in that it's also a deep sound, but that sound is a deep D sound. For examples, we have ضابط, which means officer, and ضرار, which is an Arabic male name. So I guess that's it for now. I really hope you find this guide useful, and after you learned these additional letters and their sounds, I think we can probably move on and start using real words and sentences in the next videos. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this, and see you next time.